It's quiz time, family quiz time. So I hope you've all got a pen and something to write on, or a pencil and something to write on. We've got a couple of rounds, probably themed around some of the things that we've done this weekend. So we've got 4 rounds in total. So make sure at the top of your piece of paper you've got your team name or your family name or any name that you'd like to be known by today. If you are just joining, I'll just give a couple of minutes just in case we've got any latecomers joining. But do pop in the chat box if you're taking part and who it is that's taking part. And I'll ask you at the end just to put your points, the total number of points, in the chat box as well, so we know how you did. There are some easy questions, some not so easy questions, and some questions for kind of different age groups of different members of the family. So hopefully there is a question that someone in the family should be able to get the answer to. So just a couple more minutes before we start, but yeah, 4 rounds. Make sure you've got a pen and paper handy. And it's quiz time, and then we'll be handing over to our closing ceremony. I can't believe how quickly the weekend's gone, but it looks like everyone has had a pretty good time. Okay, so just before we start, there is no prize for the winner. It's the taking part that counts, or so people tell me. If we could just go over to my slides, please, Jamie. There we go, brilliant. So just before we start, a scout is to be trusted. It's our first scout law. We talked about the law and promises and things like that in Scout Zone this morning. Please don't Google the answers. If you know the answer, you know the answer. If you don't, have a guess. But a scout is to be trusted, so please please don't, no cheating is what we're saying, no cheating. So what's the time? How are we doing? We're going to give it 2 more minutes for people to join in, because it's always a pain if you miss the first couple of questions. I'm going to spend a couple of seconds on each question. I won't be repeating any at the end because there's so many people watching, and we've not got very long. We've only got about 45 minutes for this session before the closing ceremony. So if you're not sure of the answer, just write the question down if you want to come back to it a bit later. But we do it round by round. I'll give you the questions, and then we'll go through the answers, and hopefully you've got 100% of them correct. I am just keeping a little eye on the chat box, but if you message me directly, I might not get to it straight away. But if we've got our moderation team kind of keeping an eye on things as well, so they can ping me a message if need be. Okay, so you've all got something to write with and something to write on. That's all you needed for this session, really. And your thinking caps. Make sure your thinking caps are on. So here we go then. So we're going to go for round number 1, which is the egg round. So all of these questions have something to do with eggs, they're all things to do with eggs, but not necessarily chickens' eggs. And some are multiple choice and some are not. So if we're all sitting comfortably, then we shall begin. So question number 1 is, who wrote a children's book entitled Green Eggs and Ham? That's question number 1. Who wrote a children's book entitled Green Eggs and Ham? If your connection is not too great and you can't hear me very clearly or anything like that, all of the questions are on the screen as well, so you can see them on the screen. You don't need subtitles or anything like that, because we've put the questions on the screen for you. So that's question number 1. Who wrote a children's book entitled Green Eggs and Ham? Question number 2. What food consists of egg whites beaten with sugar and baked till hard? Is everything? They've got 2 out of 2 correct so far. Ham and eggs, ham and eggs. That's question number 2. What food consists of egg whites beaten with sugar and baked till hard? That's question number 2. Question number 3. Nits is a common name given to the eggs of which creature? So luckily we haven't had any of these eggs this weekend. It's just lots of kind of soft-boiled and hard-boiled eggs and things like that. But nits is a common name given to the eggs of which creature? I'm not sure if you're the same as me, but whenever anyone starts talking about nits, you always get the urge to kind of start scratching your head a little bit. So I don't know why that is. It's when you talk about yawning and then people start yawning when you talked about it. But yeah, but the question is, nits is a common name given to the eggs of which creature? Question number 4. Mums and dads might need to help out a little bit with this one because it's a little bit of an older song, but I Am the Eggman is a line from which song by the Beatles? I Am the Eggman is a line from which song by the Beatles? And the voice in my head, it's not a real voice in my head. It's Jamie who's doing the tech on this session. It was having a little bit of a sing song of that one. You can't hear that, unfortunately, but I got that treat. So I Am the Eggman is a line from which song by the Beatles? Question number 5. How many eggs on average does a chicken lay each year? So I'm going to give you multiple choice. So you've got 4 possible answers. So how many eggs on average does a chicken lay each year? Is it A, 52, B, 365, C, 250, or D, 500? So how many eggs on average does a chicken lay each year? You've got A, 52, B, 365, C, 250, or D, 500. So if you're not sure of that one, you could just go for a guess, really. You've got a 1 in 4 chance of getting it correct. But how many eggs on average does a chicken lay each year? That's question number 5. Question number 6. In Britain, eggs that are produced to a high standard are shaped with the image, or stamped, not shaped, stamped with the image of which animal? So in Britain, eggs that are produced to a high standard are stamped with the image of which animal? And if you're not sure, you might just pop to the kitchen and have a look and see if you can see an animal. It's usually in red, but see if that animal is stamped on your egg. So that's question number 6. In Britain, eggs that are produced to a high standard are stamped with the image of which animal? Question number 7. Again, this one is a multiple choice question. So we all know Easter eggs. The shops are full of them at the moment. They have been for many months. But in which year was the first chocolate Easter egg that has become a tradition at Easter made by Bristol-based chocolatier Fry's? So Fry's created the first chocolate Easter egg. So this one is a multiple choice one. Was it A, 1773, B, 1873, C, 1923, or D, 1973? So again, you've got 4 possible answers to choose from. So A, 1773, B, 1873, C, 1923, or D, 1973. So 4 possible answers there. When was the first chocolate Easter egg made by Bristol-based chocolatier Fry's? Again, if you're not sure, just go for a guess. Question number 8. Before decorating an egg, it is best to remove the contents of the egg. What is the technique called? When you're going to decorate an egg, you usually kind of remove the inside of the egg very carefully. But what is the technique called to remove the inside of the egg? Maybe if you've done some of the craft activities this weekend, you may have heard that term mentioned. So I'm just reading some of the some of your Facebook comments in the chat box. Yes, the answer to the previous question wasn't bears. So question number 8, before decorating an egg, it is best to remove the contents of the egg. What is the technique called? Question number 9, which bird lays the largest eggs? Which bird lays the largest eggs? I think it might have been mentioned a few times over the weekend on some of the activities. I'll give you a clue, it's quite a big bird as well, but not the one off of Sesame Street. So which bird lays the largest eggs? That's question number 9. Just give you a couple more seconds on that one. So question number 9, which bird lays the largest eggs? It's question number 9. Question 10, what is a Scotch egg? What is a Scotch egg? And there are 2 possible answers that I'll accept for this question. If you've got both of them, then you can get 2 points. But aside from that, it's 1 point for each correct answer. So question number 10, what is a Scotch egg? Question 11, name the BBC Two quiz programme that recently announced a new series starting on Channel 5. So remember, all of these questions are based around egg things. So that's a bit of a clue for you there. So name the BBC Two quiz programme that recently announced a new series starting on Channel 5. That's question 11. Name the BBC Two quiz programme that recently announced a new series starting on Channel 5. Question number 12. Eggy bread is also known as what? Eggy bread is also known as what? All this talk of eggs this weekend. I can't remember the last time I had eggy bread. It was a good camp favourite, really, but eggy bread is also known as what? I've just got in the chat box that someone wants me to repeat questions 1 and 2. I'll just do that quickly as one of the sessions overran, but I won't be able to repeat any more after that. So question 1 was, who wrote a children's book entitled Green Eggs and Ham? And question 2 was, what food consists of egg whites beaten with sugar and baked till hard? So I think that was for Anne that's popped in the chat box. They were the first 2 questions. But we're on question 12 at the moment. Eggy bread is also known as what? Question 13, what kind of egg was Humpty Dumpty? What kind of egg was Humpty Dumpty? And this part has been played beautifully by Mike Dodds this weekend in Humpty Dumpty Yoga. But the original Humpty Dumpty, what kind of egg was Humpty Dumpty? Apparently, the 4th Chester know eggy bread as Greggy bread. That's fine, but that's not the answer I'm looking for. There's another answer for what eggy bread is also known as. Thanks for that. So question 13, what kind of egg was Humpty Dumpty? Question number 14, which I believe, yes, the last question in this round. Many years ago, who made special Easter eggs for the Russian royal family? Many years ago, who made the special Easter eggs for the Russian royal family? Very expensive ones as well, but quite pretty. So question 14, many years ago, who made the special Easter eggs for the Russian royal family? I'll give you a clue for that one, just in case you're struggling a little bit with it. I'm just looking for the surname, and the surname begins with the letter F for Freddie, but it's not Freddie. It begins with the letter F for Freddie or Foxtrot. So many years ago, who made the special Easter eggs for the Russian royal family? So that's all of the questions in round one. I'm going to go through the questions and answers for you now. If you've got a correct answer, you get 1 point, unless specified. And then, but if you want to tap your answers in the chat box as well, as we go through them, that's absolutely fine. So here we go. Good luck, everyone, with your answers. So question number 1, who wrote a children's book entitled Green Eggs and Ham? That was Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss. Question number 2, what food consists of egg whites beaten with sugar and baked till hard? It's meringue. Meringue. Although it's kind of spelt merengue, but I'm sure we pronounce it as meringue. Question number 3, nits is a common name given to the eggs of which creature? That's head lice. Head lice. The little creepy crawlies that you get in your hair. So head lice is the correct answer for number 3. Question number 4, I Am the Eggman is a line from which song by the Beatles? The song was called I Am the Walrus. I Am the Walrus. That was number 4. Number 5, how many eggs on average does a chicken lay each year? So that was a multiple choice. And this is on average, so some lay a few more and some lay a few less. But high-producing, well-fed backyard hens can lay up to 250 eggs per year. So if you've got 250, that's a correct answer. This is because it takes 24 to 26 hours to create each egg, and hens take a natural break each year for molting, often as days get shorter in the autumn. So if you've got 250, that is correct answer. Question number 6, in Britain, eggs that are produced to a high standard are stamped with the image of which animal? It's a lion, so it's the lion mark or the lion stamp. Question number 7, in which year? Hang on, there we go. Now question number 7. In which year was the first chocolate Easter egg produced by Fry's? That was B, which is 1873. 1873 is the correct answer for number 7. Question number 8. Before decorating an egg, it is best to remove the contents of the egg. What is this technique called? It's blowing. You blow the egg to remove the contents. Question number 9, which bird lays the largest eggs? It is the ostrich. The ostrich. So if you've got that one, well done. Question number 10, what is a Scotch egg? So there are 2 answers for this one. If you've got both answers, you get 2 points, but if you just got one, then it's just 1 point. So a Scotch egg is a boiled egg wrapped in sausage meat and breadcrumbs. There's lots of different versions of a Scotch egg, but it's a boiled egg wrapped in sausage meat and breadcrumbs. If you got something along those lines, you get 1 point. If your answer was substantial meal, you also get a 2nd point. So what is a Scotch egg? It is a boiled egg wrapped in sausage meat and breadcrumbs, or a substantial meal. That is question number 10. Question 11, the BBC 2 quiz programme that's now gone over to Channel 5 is Eggheads. Eggheads. Question number 12, eggy bread or greggy bread is also known as French toast. French toast is the correct answer for that one. Question 13, what kind of egg was Humpty Dumpty? The correct answer is that it wasn't an egg. Humpty Dumpty was a cannon that was perched on top of a wall that kind of fell down and broke. And the king's forces and men couldn't put him back together again because he was just broke. But Humpty Dumpty was a cannon. Question 14, many years ago, who made the special Easter eggs for the Russian royal family? It was Fabergé. Fabergé. So if you've got Fabergé or Fabergé egg, Carl Fabergé, I think was his full name, but as long as you've got the word Fabergé, that is correct for a point. So if you total those up, I think that's out of 15 for round one. If you want to pop your scores in the chat box, just to let everyone else know how well you've done, then that's great. And that was round one. We're going to move straight on to round number two. So this is a picture round, this one. So I'm going to show you a series of pictures. They're all kind of based around children's books, children's TV. Some are old, some are new, and hopefully someone in the family will have watched either the film or the TV program, or maybe read the book. So this is the picture round. I've got 16. I'm just going to give a couple of seconds on each picture. So keep your eyes peeled. So the first four are all from the Mr. Men books. So who is this person? So it's from the Little Miss and Mr. Men series of books, but who is this person? Just looking at the scores, we've got some good high scores actually. A lot of people with more than 10, well done. But it's the taking part that counts, isn't it? So that's picture one. On to picture number two. Who is this person? So I'll show each of these for a couple of seconds and then move on. So who is this person? They're all from the Mr. Men or Little Miss books. Well, the first four questions are. Okay, moving on to picture number three. Who's he? A lot of people got more than 10. Did anyone get 15 or 14 or 15 for round one? I haven't seen all the scores in the chat box, but some really good scores there. So that's question number three. Who is this person? From the Mr. Men or Little Miss series of books. Number four. Who is this person? So just a few more seconds on number four. I bet some of you are looking at these pictures and it's on the tip of your tongue who these people are, but can you remember what their names are? So we've got, we're changing now to the Muppet Show or Sesame Street. So the Jim Henson characters will be the next couple of pictures. Who is this person? I might have given you a little clue to this person's name in the previous round. But who is this person? That's number five. On to number six. Who are these two gentlemen? Give you a couple more seconds on this one. Again, maybe at the tip of your tongue, you probably remember them from the Muppet Show, but what are their names? Always usually very grumpy. Number seven. Who is this person? I'm just looking at the chat box. Did anyone put substantial meal for the Scotch egg question? I was being a little bit cheeky with that one, but if you put it, you can have the point. So that's number 7. We're going to move on to number 8, the last of our Jim Henson characters. And who is this person? So that is question number 8. We're going to move on to the next 4 now. These are kind of older, kind of cartoon characters. So we're looking here for the name of the character that you see, not the name perhaps of the film or the TV show. We're looking for the name of the character. So there's 3 versions of this person, but who is this person? So I'm not looking for the name of the cartoon that he featured in. I'm looking for his name. Someone's put Zach's dad in the chat box. I don't know if that's for this particular picture or one of the previous ones, but we just didn't see who there is a resemblance to. So this is picture number 9. So who is that character? Picture number 10. I'm particularly looking for the name of the person with the red hairband. Not the gentleman in this picture, but the lady that's having a bit of a lie down and a bit of a nap. So what is her name? On to number 11. Who's this person? And number 12. Who's this person? Again, not looking for the name of the film or the cartoon, but the name of the person in the screen. Just keeping a little eye on the clock. We're going to go a little bit quicker for these next couple, but these are from kind of new animated films. Again, so we're looking for the name of the character, not the film. Who's this person? That's number 13. And then on to number 14. Again, not looking for the name of the film, looking for the name of that particular character. But everyone's going, oh, it's Monsters Inc., isn't it? It's Monsters Inc. But what was his name in Monsters Inc.? That's number 14. Number 15. Who is this character? I think I saw one of the eggs decorated as this particular character in one of our competitions over the weekend. So again, we're looking for the name of the character, not the name of the cartoon or the film. And our final one is number 16. And number 16 is this person. Who's that person? Okay, so that was all 16. We're going to go through the answers nice and quickly again. It's 1 point for a correct answer. So here we go. Good luck, everyone. So this was Mr. Chatterbox. Mr. Chatterbox is the correct answer. Then number 2 was Little Miss Bossy. Number 3, Mr. Tickle. Number 4 is Mr. Bump. Number 5 was Big Bird. Number 6, there's 2 of them. If you've only got one of their names, you get half a mark. If you've got the 2 names, you get a full mark. It's Statler and Waldorf. Statler and Waldorf. Number 7 is Count von Count. Count von Count. Number 8 is Elmo. Number 9 is from Popeye, but his name is Brutus. Brutus, and he was from Popeye, Popeye's arch enemy. Then we've got Snow White for number 10. Snow White. Number 11 was Bambi. Bambi was number 11. Number 12 is Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket, of course, from Pinocchio. But that's Jiminy Cricket, number 12. Number 13 is Woody from Toy Story. Number 14 is Sully, or James P. Sullivan, but affectionately known as Sully, and that's from Monsters, Inc. 15. I'm not sure if a bit of a lag there coming through my end, but hopefully you heard that's Felonious Grue. If you just got Grue, that's fine as well. You can have a point. And question 16 is Dory from Finding Dory. So again, that was out of 16. If you want to put your scores into the chat box. Just give you a couple of moments just to do the totting up. And then we're going to move on to round number 3, which is our summer round. And then we've got a quick true or false round to finish. Again, lots of high scores. Well done, everyone. On to the summer round now. So today we lost an hour's sleep, as some of us know, and it does mark the official start of British summertime. So I thought we'd have a round all about things all to do with summer. It could be to do with things that happen in the summer. It could be to do with things that are named summer, but anything and everything to do with the summer. So here we go. We're going to go through these a little bit more quickly because we haven't got too much time left. So here we go. Question number 1, name the song from a film of the same name by Cliff Richard. So remember, it's all to do with summer. Name the song from a film of the same name by Cliff Richard. That's question number 1. Question number 2, the phrase the dog days of summer is named after the dog star. What is the official name of this star? You've got some multiple choice here. A, Sirius, B, Pluto, or C, Vega. A, Sirius, B, Pluto, or C, Vega. What is the name of the dog star, the official name? So question number 2, the phrase "the dog days of summer" is named after the dog star. What is the official name of this star? We did some planetarium sessions this weekend, so it might have come up during that session. I'm not sure. But multiple choice: A, Sirius, B, Pluto, or C, Vega. That's question number 2. Question number 3. Tokyo is hosting the delayed 2020 Summer Olympics, but the 2024 Summer Olympics will be held in which capital city? So after Tokyo, which capital city will host the next Summer Olympics? So after Tokyo, because I think they're having theirs later this year, that should have happened last year, there will be an Olympics in 2024. Which capital city will be hosting? That's question number 3. Question number 4, name this summertime favourite. So what can you see in the picture? What is the name of that kind of ice cream? Quite fancy one of those now, actually. So that's question number 4, name this summertime favourite. Question number 5, which ingredients can be used as the filling for a summer pudding? Which ingredient is used as the filling for a summer pudding? So what would you put in the middle of a summer pudding? That's question number 5. Question number 6. Can you give the first line of Greece's Summer Nights? So what's the first line of the song from Greece, Summer Nights? And that's number 6. Can you give the first line of Greece's Summer Nights? I thought Jamie might have started singing that one as well in my ears, but not. Question number 7. Queen Elizabeth II often spends her summer holiday in which royal residence? Is it Windsor, Balmoral, or Sandringham? Where does Queen Elizabeth spend her summer holidays? In Windsor, Balmoral, or Sandringham? That's question number 7. Question number 8. What item of Scout uniform was officially introduced to Scouts in the summer of 1923? It's still part of the uniform today, but what item of Scout uniform was officially introduced to Scouts in the summer of 1923? They might have been around a little bit longer, but they were officially introduced in the summer of 1923. What item of Scout uniform was officially introduced to the Scouts in the summer of 1923? That's question number 8. Question number 9. Name the summertime favourite. So what kind of ice lolly can you see in the picture? Just give you a couple of seconds on that one. So name the summertime favourite. I haven't had one of those for years, actually. So that's question number 9. I think I've got a sneak peek of the closing ceremony then. Can everyone still see the quiz okay? It's just my little Teams window has changed over. Yeah, okay. So that's question number 9. Question number 10. Having a British summertime was introduced in which year? So what year did British summertime start becoming a thing? Was that 1816, 1866, 1916, or 1966? Having a British summertime was introduced in which year? 1816, 1866, 1916, or 1966? question 11. So 11 comes after 10. Which famous Paris landmark gets around 6 inches taller during the summer? So just think of famous Paris landmarks, and you've got a good chance of getting this one right. But which famous Paris landmark gets around 6 inches taller during the summer? That's question number 11. Oh, thanks. You can still see me. That's great. We're just preparing for the closing ceremony, and some of the camera things that I can see are just changing over. So just wanted to make sure you can all still see the quiz. That's great. So question, it's like being able to see backstage. It's great. Question number 12. Hot Stuff, MacArthur Park, I Feel Love, and No More Tears were all hits for which singer? So again, it's all to do with all things summer. So Hot Stuff, MacArthur Park, I Feel Love, and No More Tears, all hits for which singer? Is question number 12. Just a couple left. Okay, this one is more of a local one. Where is this beach? Where is this beach?
Alexa, stop.
So that's question 13. Where is this beach? It's not too far away. And finally, question 14, I'm just going to give you 30 seconds. There are 8 words, all to do with things in the summer. See how many of those 8 words you can get in about 30 seconds. Just a few more seconds. Everyone's kind of going straight into the trying to zoom in as best they can. But that is question 14. There are 8 words, all to do with things summer. So have a good little look in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Right, we're going to whip through the answers, and we've got a quick speed fire round, and then we will be going to live over to the closing ceremony, and the guys are all getting ready at the moment. So question number 1, name the song from a film by the same name by Cliff Richard, was Summer Holiday. Summer Holiday, 1 point. The Dog Days of Summer is named after the dog star, which is Sirius. If you got Sirius, you get a point. Question 3, Tokyo is hosting this year's Summer Olympics in 2024. Paris will be hosting. Paris is the host for 2024. Question number 4, that is a 99 or a 99 flake. A 99 or a 99 flake, and they're very expensive these days. Don't know, they cost a lot more than 99p. Question number 5, which ingredient can be used as the filling for a summer pudding? If you've got some kind of fruit, some fruit, then I'll accept that as an answer. So fruit, or if you've put individual names of fruits down, that's fine. As long as you've got fruit, you get a point. Question 6, can you give the first line of Grease's Summer Night lyrics? I'm not going to sing it, but it's Summer Loving Had Me a Blast. Summer Loving Had Me a Blast. If you got that, it's a correct answer for a point. Question 7, Queen Elizabeth II often spends her summer holiday in Balmoral. If you got Balmoral in Scotland, then that's correct. Number 8, what item of Scout uniform was introduced in 1923? It's the Woggle. The Woggle was officially introduced in the summer of 1923. Question number 9, that is a fab ice lolly. I haven't had one for ages. Question 10, having a British summertime was introduced in 1916 was the first time we started playing around with moving clocks forward and backwards and things. So 1916. Number 11, which famous Paris landmark gets around 6 inches taller during the summer? It is the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower. Question number 12, Hot Stuff, MacArthur Park, and the others are all hits for Donna Summer. Then we've got 13, that is in Seaham. This is the Seaham Central Pier. So well done if you got that one. And number 14, the words that you might have been able to find were beach, camp, fun, hot, summer, sun, swim, and water. Water just on the bottom there. So maximum of 8 points. Just do those again. Beach, camp, fun, hot, summer, sun, swim, and water. If you've got all of those, then you get a massive 8 points. So again, pop those in the chat box. And we're going to have a very quick true or false round. It's either true, so that's a good egg, or false, it's a rotten egg. So we've got lots of interesting facts that may or may not be true. And you need to decide if it's a good egg or a rotten egg. If you want to put your comments in the your scores in the chat box as well, then that's great. So here we go, final round, and then it's closing ceremony time. So good egg or rotten egg? Number 1, peanuts can be used to make dynamite. Good egg or rotten egg? Is that true or false? Don't think about it, just write it. Peanuts can be used to make dynamite. Good egg or bad egg? Rotten egg, even. And number 2, kangaroos can walk backwards. Is that true? Good egg or false? Rotten egg. Kangaroos can walk backwards. Is that true or false? Good egg or rotten egg? Next one, sea lions have rhythm. They are the only animal able, apart from us, of course, able to clap to a beat. Sea lions have rhythm. They are the only animal able to clap to a beat. Is that good egg or rotten egg? Number 4, while you sleep, you can't smell anything, even really bad or potent smells. I'm sure we can all imagine what some of those may be. But while you sleep, you can't smell anything, even really bad or potent smells. Is that a good egg or rotten egg? Number 5, 10% of people can lick their own elbow. 10%, and we're talking of the outside of the elbow, not the inside of the elbow, but 10% of people can lick their own elbow. And I'm sure most of you have just tried to do that as we speak. So it's not a very easy thing to do, but apparently 10% of people can lick their own elbow. Good egg or rotten egg? True or false? Number 6, hippopotamus milk is green. Hippopotamus milk is green. Is that good egg or bad egg? Rotten egg. Good egg or rotten egg? Question 7. In 1913, 2 parents mailed their baby to grandma's using the US Postal Service. In 1913, 2 parents mailed their baby to grandma's using the US Postal Service. Is that good egg or bad egg? Do you imagine posting your baby? But did they or didn't they? Is that true or false? Good egg or rotten egg? Number 8, fish cannot cough. Is that good egg or bad egg? Rotten egg. Why do I keep saying bad egg? I mean, it's rotten egg. It's definitely a rotten egg. So fish cannot cough. Is that a good egg? True or rotten egg? False. Number 9, there are 31,557,600 seconds in a year. I think I've said that word, that right. 31,557,600 seconds in a year. Is that good egg or bad egg? Question 10. Just a couple left. Some perfumes actually have whale poop in them. Some perfumes actually have whale poop in them. Is that a good egg or a rotten egg? Then we've got number 11. 10,000 rubber ducks were lost at sea in 1992 and are still being discovered today. 10,000 rubber ducks were lost at sea in 1992 and are still being discovered today. Is that a good egg or rotten egg? Number 12, the Canary Islands are named after dogs, not birds. Is that true or false? Good egg or rotten egg? The Canary Islands are named after dogs, not birds. Is that good egg or rotten egg? Number 13, there are only 4 countries in the world you cannot buy Coca-Cola. There are only 4 countries in the world you cannot buy Coca-Cola. Other soft drinks, of course, are available. But is that good egg or rotten egg? And your final one, you trump. Other words are available. And we're not talking about the former president. We're talking about the sound that you make with part of your body. You trump on average 14 times a day. Each trump goes from your body at approximately 7 miles per hour. You trump on average 14 times a day. Each trump goes from your body at 7 miles per hour. Is that good egg or rotten egg? So hopefully you got a true or false or a good egg or rotten egg answer for each of those. Let's rip through these as quickly as we can and get final scores. So here we go. Peanuts can be used to make dynamite. That is good egg. That's true.
We're having some Wi-Fi issues. It's not just us. It's like everyone. Data as well.
Number 2, kangaroos can walk backwards. That's false. Kangaroos cannot walk backwards. Number 3, sea lions have rhythm. They are the only animal able to clap to a beat. Yes, that's true. That's good egg. Just think that it's great that sea lions can clap to a beat, but that is true. Number 4, while you sleep, you can't smell anything. That's also true. You have no sense of smell when you fall asleep. Number 5, 10% of people can lick their own elbow. That's false. Only 1% of people can lick their own elbow. Hopefully, you might have discovered if you could do that or not in your own house, but it's 1%, so it's false. That's rotten egg. Number 6. I'm jumping ahead. Number 6, hippopotamus milk is green. That's false. That's rotten egg. Hippopotamus milk is actually pink. Thank you. Question number 7. In 1913, 2 parents mailed their baby to grandma's using the US Postal Service. That is true. They did do that. It was only about a mile away, and the postman just carried the baby along. But you can't do that anymore, so please don't try that at home. Number 8. Fish cannot cough is false. They can. Fish can cough. I've never seen a fish cough, but apparently they can. Number 9. There are 31,557,600 seconds in a year. That's true. You might think it's a slightly different figure, but that's the actual number of seconds in a year, whereas what most people do is do 60 seconds times 60 minutes times 24 hours times 7 days, etc., etc. But there's actually a year isn't equal 365 days. There's an odd little amount, which is why we have a leap year every couple of years, every 4 years. So that's true if you got that one correct. That's number 9. Number 10, some perfumes actually have whale poop in them. That's also true. I don't know which perfumes have whale poop in them, but apparently that's a very rare scent. Number 11, 10,000 rubber ducks were lost at sea in 1992. That's false. It was 100,000 rubber ducks that were lost at sea, and are still being discovered today. So there's lots of rubber ducks just floating around the ocean. Number 12, the Canary Islands are named after dogs, not birds. That is true. They are named after kind of canines or canaris or something, which is where the word comes from, not after the canary birds. So that's number 12. That's true. Number 13, there are only 4 countries in the world you cannot buy Coca-Cola. That's false. There are 2 countries you cannot buy Coca-Cola, and they are Cuba and North Korea. You can't buy a Coca-Cola in those countries, so that one's false. And finally, 14, you trump on average 14 times a day and at 7 miles per hour on average. That is true. So anyone that says they don't trump are telling porcupines. Most people do about 14 times a day, if you can believe it. So how did you do? If you want to put your scores on the doors in the chat box and let everybody know how you did. You can add them to the previous rounds if you want to as well. But that is pretty much all we've got for your quiz. Hope you did okay. Looking at some of the scores earlier, you seem to have done a pretty good job there.